Welcome back everyone to Skirmishing 102, where we are going to run the newest skirmish to be released for the Lord of the Rings Online, the Doom of Caras Gelebren. Determined to possess the great rings of power, Sauron made war upon the elves and led his vast armies to Eregion to lay waste to Caras Gelebren. And by our luck, we are here. Now don't ask me how I was here, seeing how my character lives in the end of the Third Age, and this is 1697 in the Second Age. And here is Gelebren.
It is as we feared. The enemy walks among his servants at last.
I am told that Sauron still guises himself in the form of Sauron, but the evil in his heart struggles to conceal itself upon his visage. Sauron has ceased his attack for but a moment, and it will not be long before his forces are upon us again. Defend against the forces of the enemy, and keep them from breaching the inner gates of Caras Gelebren. Fall back if you must, for we cannot bear the loss of any more of our warriors. In the meantime, I shall prepare our final defenses that lie within the walls. If the time should come that the enemy himself breaches the city, we shall make our stand there, upon the very steps of the house of the Merdine.
Hearken to me, warriors! This day we stand in defiance of Sauron himself!
Oh, wonderful.
We shall cast the enemy from our city, once and for all!
Good luck in that! Ooh, with that bit of confidence, he moves away with 6 of the 7 warriors that were here. But Lord Gelebren is right. He and the others must raid our defenses within the walls if we are to survive the siege. And that's Gelebren, not Gelebren. But that's another matter. Let us hold the watchtower and delay the enemy for as long as we can. Now, I think Gelebren lived in this region around this time. I think then they moved away. Gelebren and Galadriel moved away after this little incident here. Let's see if I get my timeline right. And let's see if we could. Oh, here they are. Whoopsie daisy. Here we go. Servants of the Deceiver. The Deceiver, of course, being Sauron, of course. And let's take care of a couple of these. So this can be a rather hectic skirmish. The first assault is at this crossroads right over here, where we have this northern to southern road that leads us past Caras Gelebren, and now we must prevent the enemy from taking it. Here we go. Hello. Okay, you'll take that. Looks like I'm going to have to deal with this orc warrior here. So there are going to be 4 waves in this assault. This is the second wave. And I am in a net. That's what I am in right now. Next. And the enemies can come in from either direction. Oops, we've got a couple of nasty things. This skirmish has a good number, well, I'm not too sure good is the right word for them, an ample number of enemies with ranged attacks. So as a result of that, we run into quite a bit of them. Now this is the first assault. The first assault is relatively mild compared to the others. So we'll have to deal with that. Now we got a lieutenant here. Now I think we'll be ready to daze the lieutenant if possible. Oh, let's see. Which lieutenant do we have? Zealot. Very definitely dazed the Zealot. Alright, let's put the Zealot to sleep. Oh, a wonderful... No, I don't want you all fighting next to the Zealot! How am I going to do my AoEs now? Alright. Right. Okay, fine. There we go. Yeah. I was hoping that the bear would stay back until I command. I guess maybe I should have accounted for that possibility. There we go. That's the end of... Ooh, I got 43 marks for killing the Zealot and 61 more for finishing this section. The tower may still stand, but the watchtower is lost. We must fall back. Follow me. And we start to get dread around here. There's these pockets of +5 dread that we have in this skirmish. Now, do I have any hope tokens? Because they'll become very, very useful in this skirmish. Here we are. +5 hope for 90 minutes. Yeah, please. Good. So I may need that under a couple of occasions. The forces of the enemy are on the march. So here's our second place where we're going to be standing. Let's drop some tar right over here. And they're going to be coming from where we are. The enemy now has taken over where we were before. So that's sort of the thing about this particular skirmish is if you go back down there, you're probably going to be finding pockets of enemies here and there to give you trouble. Let's get rid of that curse shouter first, because those curse shouters are a real pain. Of course, so are archers. Archers can also be a real pain, of course. While I probably won't do too much damage with that little blue streak in there, it will at least tell my bear, here's a nice target. Alright, here we go. Anyone else? Not yet. See, here we go. Looks like no lieutenant on this particular item, but the real tough group is that last one. That fourth wave is intense because it's going to have a double set in there. Maybe, just maybe, I should stand back a bit and maybe get some help from Valdor and those two guards here, because I have 3 over here who might be able to help me. I'm sure that the help of these 3 could be a little bit useful. I just haven't had it because I usually do this on a warden. So I go way up in order to try to keep them alive, but maybe I could use them as a little bit of a tanking force. It could be useful. I think these guys also might have a little bit of a... No, they don't provide any hope because that +5 hope is from that thing I'm using. Now, where is... Actually, this is the 3rd round. This is the 3rd wave, obviously, not the 4th wave. There you go. At least this looks like... Yeah, this is too small of a group to be wave number... So I have miscounted. Actually, miscounting is probably not all that unusual for this skirmish, when you have these big sets of enemies coming out at you. They don't say, well, here's number 1, here's number 2, here's number 3, and yeah, alright. Well, they begin the... Now this is the final wave, and yeah, we got a lieutenant here. So I'm gonna be ready to Best Lieutenant, if I can see. Actually, this is a perfect time for a lightning strike, I think. And also a good time to, yeah, a lightning storm. That is not lightning strike. This is a lightning strike. And I could fall back and, hey guys, you want to participate this time? I'm here. Oops, daisy. Where did I? Okay, you guys have, I've had enough of you guys. Hey, do I have a, there's, oh, okay, fine. That was not the most efficiently done defense, I must say. Huh. Well, okay, I had to use wisdom of the council. Let us fall back to just within the gates. So now we prepare for the third assault. Now, the third assault goes between the gates. So I'm going to head over to the south gate because the first enemy is coming to the south. The first wave of the third assault always goes to the south gate, and the last one of the assault always goes to the north gate, and the other two, flip of a coin. There you go. It took me a few times before I figured out the best way in which to get over here. Deathmonger, well, that's definitely the first to go down. There you go. There. I gotta be careful what I do here because I've gotta. I managed to get too many of theirs attention last time. There we go. And this time I actually, I don't know, for some reason I do tend to use the defenders here, even though I tend to keep them out of the fight as the previous two. I have absolutely no idea how I got into that particular Which one did it say? Yes, south. Alright. It would have been bad news if they came to the north and I was here standing at the south, waiting and twiddling my thumbs, and then I get a message. Hey, your defenders died! That did say so. Ah, yeah, here they are. Alright, that archer right over there is going to be my target. And those guys are going to go after the warg. Thank you. And we will just get a little bit of help from the bear cub, and oh, we'll be fine. What's that? Oh, there is one more over here. Oh, what do you say? Alright, now. Oh, you took care of that one. Alright, now to the north gate. So the last two will be at the north gate, since the third one's at the north gate, as I've said before. The fourth one is also always at the north gate. Now the good news is I don't have to worry about a double wave for this particular assault. It's the trick on this one, the little twist I guess you could say, is that it goes back and forth. So the first assault, that's nice and normal. The second assault has the double attack at the end, and the third maybe the defenders will be nice and not attack the Echo of Death while it's mezzed. There you go. And good. And let's go after you. Oh, you go there, you go there. It looks like they will attack an Echo of Death. I guess that's good news. And now, the fourth one. Actually, I could probably just use a lightning storm and get rid of this group. And And that's, of course, assuming... Yeah, I had to count correctly, because I'm pretty sure that there were 2 ways when I was in the other direction. Well, that's where it lightens the load. Of course, the last time I thought I lightened the load, I wound up getting beaten to death by all the mobs that were in the other group. And now... Do we have any encounters yet? No, not yet. We have held them at the gates thus far, but I don't think it'll last. The enemy knows we have no escape. He toys with us. Yet a cornered foe is not one to which be trifled. It will be as Lord Gelebren said. We will make our stand together before the house of the Mundane and cast the enemy from Eregion. You must tell Lord Gelebren that we cannot hold the gates for much longer. Do not worry for me. I'll follow as soon as I'm able, and we will stand together before the end. Go! Now, since he'll hold off, he holds them off for the 4th assault, and then the enemy pours in this direction. But for now, we gotta survive the 4th assault, as well as the 3rd, I guess. Well, actually, no, that was the 3rd. I mean, the 4th and the 5th, because there are 2 more assaults left. And this time we go down this bridge where Gelebren is with those 6 that he took earlier. Are we ready?
Alas for Caras Gelebren. Alas for the Myrddine.
Alas, that it should come to this. I don't doubt that Feldor's words, the gates will not hold. We must defend the house from the forces of the enemy. Sauron must not find that which he seeks. As soon as the other warriors have fallen back, we'll stand to...
The enemy's forces have renewed their assault.
Now we get...
Close to the front. Caras Gelebren must not fall.
We'll get double waves during this assault. So we are going to have enemies coming that direction and from that direction. We'll have to make ample use of these things. Now, one of them comes from this direction and one comes from the other direction. And let's see, how are we doing right now? We have got... Alright, now I'm going to work on this end for now because this looks like it has fewer guards at the moment. See, with Gelebren and 4 on the other side, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to... Oh, a spine-chilling echoes from the northern walls of Caras. Okay, so we've got a warg as our... Let's see. What can we do here? Oh, we... Hey! Oops! Oopsie daisy! And your turn? Hey, you guys can join the fray if you wish. There you go. And that's what you're there for, right? Now my bear is going against there. I'm going to go and pick up the warg. Hey, you! Alright, there we go. That's one way to pick up a warg. Throw a murder of crows at it. Yeah. Okay, good. Everything here. I hope that Gelebren and friends... Oh, they're still fighting? Good grief. I'd expected them to have dealt with that a long time ago. Oh my, that didn't work out very well. His 2 companions are dead. Oopsie daisy. That didn't work out at all. Well, that leaves this side weak, so I guess I'll have to do that. Yeah. That'll work. Now the only problem is that means that I won't be able to use that on the next wave. Here, and that takes care of that side. There must have been a lieutenant in that mix. That might explain why. There must have been a nasty lieutenant there. That's always a possibility. I wasn't paying attention to the lieutenant billboards. Anyway, that's one way which to alright, speaking of lieutenants, actually there might be double lieutenants in this one. Yeah, there are. We usually have double lieutenants in this fourth wave. Occasionally you might have fewer, but double lieutenants is pretty much the norm. Oh, I think you just found out what lieutenant is. Oh, the shepherd. Oh, no. Okay, so that's bad. Oh. Hey, could you guys help me? Oh! Oh, oh, and that's a zealot on this end. Oh, the elves are fighting him. Okay, let's... Okay, oh! That's the annoying thing with the shepherds. This skirmish, the shepherds of filth are even worse than normal because I've had them get 2 or 3 sets of those things on me in a single one because they're fighting on the other end. Anyway, this is from the
forces of the enemy return.
From the encounter. Each encounter has a chest. What did I get out of that chest? Oh, it looks like I got an iron coin and enhancement rune. Alright. I guess that's pretty much typical. Alright, you guys can wait a moment there. Let's see if I can find anything here. You guys can... Alright, there you go. And now for you guys... We'll give you that. Alright, good. I think that'll help a little bit, I hope. I hope that takes the pressure off a little bit. Hey, you... Ouch! Well, okay. It looks like it didn't help the pressure at all. Because unfortunately they're all ranged mobs. Oh well. Are we done? Alright, that was the first wave. Yeah, triple wave. You get triple waves in the final assault. So that's sort of a real tough thing to work with. Oh, a troll wound taker. Yeah. You can go down. And we'll just try to lighten this load up a little bit. Now, let's see, we'll go over here. I want to make sure that we take down a couple of the enemies at each of the areas, and maybe people will survive. Especially Gelebren. Gelebren is the only one that has to survive this assault. The rest of them are expendable, except for the fact that if they die, that means more pressure for me and Gelebren. Alright, we got here over here. And you? Oh. Yeah, the archers and those drakelings, they are a real pain. Alright. And it looks like I need to resummon Flat, or actually it's Poppy. Alright. Okay, now do I have double? I have double lieutenants for this one. So this is the third wave. It often has double lieutenants. Oh no! 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 Shepherd. Let's see if I can kill that shepherd before it. All right, good. Now, what do we have here? A Daywalker Berserker. Okay, we'll deal with that now. I think I'm going to need that. Yeah, you see, it gets tough. And next, all right, let's see. Let's deal with the Berserker now. Good. So, no, not that one. Yes, no, I want to make sure that I almost used my lightning storm, and I want to use that for the final wave. It's going to be very, very important to have it then. And I think this is the final wave. Oh, what's out here still? Oh, there we go. Oh, one more archer left. Let's go. Ah. Now for the final wave. You're going to give this.
Hold back the orcs! Do not allow them one step further into our city.
Now this tells us that north gate fell that we told you about earlier, because now we got enemies coming down this way. Now do we have triple lieutenant? Yeah, we have triple lieutenants here, so that's a real. That's going to make things really tough. All right. Well, that's one way to take care of things, is to reduce the number of lieutenants, is to wipe out the force. Lieutenant at all. That's a patrol wound taker. All right, good. We got that one down. Now, this end. Oh, that's another shepherd, right? Oh, and oh, too late. Problem is, I can never target these things when I'm trying to target these crawlers. They just never target. Ugh. All right. Well, that didn't work out too well. How's Gelebren board doing? Okay, he's okay so far. Good. Ah, all right. So now, where is the other encounter? I missed the other encounter apparently. We'll have to go back and find out where it was.
Prepare yourselves. One of Sauron's champions approaches.
All right, let's see which champion we've got. It looks like the Rogmul. There are 3 potential champions.
Long have you toiled to preserve your legacy, but it is for naught. All of your works shall crumble to ashes.
We'll see about that.
Your time is over. The doom of Eregion is at hand. Burn.
Perfect time for a murder of crows.
The fires of Udun burn within me.
Oh, I didn't get murder of crows off? Now I did.
The fires of Udun burn within me.
I'm sure they do.
No. I go on. In every flame. In every blast ember.
Oh. Ah, alright, I took care of that. Now, when you kill the champion, you get this chest. Oh. Let's use the chest. I got grand armor? Oh, that's a... Oh, that thing. Well, I certainly don't need grand armor. So... What was the other... Oh, that's right. No, because I heard one, but where is the other one? I missed the other encounter. Looks like I need to do some searching. Ah, I was afraid that I'll have to go all the way back to the beginning to find him or something like this, but no, it is just the one who's right here. Right in the center area. So that's fortunate. Well, it's fortunate for me. It's not fortunate for him because he has a murder of crows on him. There we go. Now that that's all done, oh, I better collect the other encounter chest now. You get one chest for each encounter you complete, and you get one for the boss. Alright, what's in this one? Alright. Just an enhancement rune. Okay. Well, that's pretty typical.
We have stood fast in the face of the enemy, but this respite will not last.
Sauron's forces have encircled Caras Gelebren, and try as they might, the armories of Gil-galad and Elrond have not yet been able to pierce them and come to our aid. I weep for all those that we have lost, and I pray that our sacrifices were not in vain.
Let us hope that Gil-galad and the others shall soon arrive, or all will be lost.
Yeah.
All is lost, Gelebren.
Well, that's bad.
But with your aid, I may yet find what I seek. You! You need not guise yourself in a fair form any longer, Sauron. Why still do you wear the face of Emperor? That you might look upon the face of a friend one last time, Gelebren.
With friends like that, who needs enemies?
All of the elves make war against you. What you have done this day will not go unanswered. It matters not. I have wrought an army greater than any in this world since the age of Morgoth. Do you not see? All of your triumphs and all of your failures were of my design. Your city will be unmade, and your people slain to the last. When at last your will is broken, you will surrender the rings of power. The Valar have abandoned you. I am all that awaits you, Gelebren.
Wonderful.
To me, I beg you. You must go. Flee by secret ways. Lead the others north, and do not look back.
In other words, scram! Alas, that didn't end very well, and this is the result of what happened after Sauron's forces had their leave of the place. Well, that plus about 5,000 years of decay that has happened since then. Now it's just the home of Uruks and Dunlendings and other nasties. And the bridge is apparently out for good. So no more trips to the House of the Merdine. Now what is next? On the next episode of Skirmishing 102, we will be using bonfires a lot more because we are going to be heading to stand at Amon Sul here at Skirmishing 102.